everyone, my name's Miranda, and today I am here to review The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've actually read The Raven Boys before, but the final book in the series, The Raven King, is coming out later this month, so I thought I would do a little reread and review all the books when I got around to reading them, because this is a series that I actually started reading before I had a booktube, so I don't have any reviews for any of them, but we're gonna rectify that today. Raven Boys, if you haven't heard of it, is about these 4 Raven Boys, surprise, right? And they're not part Raven like you would assume being called Raven Boys. It's because they go to a school where the mascot logo is a raven and they're always wearing the sweater, so you call them Raven Boys. It's not, they don't have beaks, don't worry about that. So it's about 4 Raven Boys who go to this school, and also Blue. I would consider in this book Blue to be like the thread, I guess, that's gonna get you through the book. So I'll start with Blue because she is kind of introduced to these boys as we are. So Blue is the daughter of a psychic, and she comes from a whole family full of psychics. She herself, though, is not psychic. She just is like an amplifier where she makes other people's psychic powers more powerful, so it's helpful to have her around, but she can't experience that world herself. Until she is out with her aunt at a cemetery seeing these spirits of people who are going to die in the next year. And Blue can't see any of the spirits as usual, but she helps to see the spirits more clearly so they can talk and tell them who they are and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Blue sees a spirit, and she's not supposed to. And it's this boy, this Raven boy, who goes to the academy that Blue hates. She hates the Raven Boys because they're so pretentious and rich and stuck up and rude and every bad synonym you could think of. She hates them, but she sees this boy, and her aunt explains to her that if you see a spirit when you don't have a gift, that person is your true love, or that you are the one that killed them. And this is especially interesting to Blue because Blue, ever since she was little, has been told that she is going to kill her true love if she kisses him. So she has kind of avoided love and avoided kissing for obvious deadly reasons, and now she has this thing in front of her that's saying you're gonna either fall in love or kill this boy, and to her this could actually be one and the same thing. So her life is quickly swept up in this Raven Boy's mystery when she meets the boy that she saw. His name is Gansey, and he is on a quest, an eternal quest to find this King Glendower, I think is how you say his name. I could be wrong with that. He's basically this old English king that they think has been moved to Virginia, put on a ley line, and is waiting for someone to wake him up. And when you wake him up, you will be granted a favor. And Gansey's whole life has been about finding and waking up this king and getting this favor. And he has roped his 3 best friends into it: Adam, Ronan, and Noah. Noah, all you need to know about him is he's smudgy and not always around and very mysterious. Adam is a scholarship kid, so he's not as rich as Ronan or Gansey, and he kind of has a lot of pride in not accepting what he sees as hand-me-outs from that, but he also has a really, really crappy home life, and he's working very hard to get out of this. Ronan, I don't even know how to start with Ronan. He has his own secrets. He's very angry, very volatile, very confrontational, and he just does what he wants and stuff like that. And then we have Gansey, who is very posh and uppity, and he offends people just by talking without even really meaning to, because he just is oblivious with most things because he's come from such a world of wealth. He doesn't realize how he can offend people so easily with his words. So these are our characters, and they all come together after this mysterious incident with Blue, almost like fate is drawing them to be together, and they quickly become entangled in this mystery to find this king and wake him up. And for Blue, this is the first time she's really had great friends like this because she's kind of kept to herself. It's the first time she's been around this many boys because her household is full of females, so it's all a very, very interesting story, and it's very, very intriguing. I love the way Maggie Stiefvater writes. She has such a mysterious way of writing, but then she throws in little things that seem so realistic and so how I would talk to my friends, and it makes it really, really funny. Especially, I think my favorites are conversations between Gansey and Blue, because she's just subtly making fun of him without him realizing it, and then he realizes it and he's like, oh, I've offended you somehow, haven't I? And she's just like, yeah, Yeah, so I really, really love all the characters. They're so well fleshed out, so well drawn out. Blue is definitely one of my favorites just because she's so eccentric, but like she doesn't seem eccentric to herself. Like everything she does to be eccentric is because she doesn't have that psychic bond that the rest of her family does, so she kind of has to overcompensate for it in her mind, and she's kind of left with the question of, who am I? Like, everyone says I'm eccentric, but I'm eccentric because I want to be. Who am I without all that? And by meeting these Raven boys and hanging out with them, she's kind of discovering who she is on her own, but also maybe falling in love for the first time, which we know is deadly in Blue's case. And I just really, really love this story. I love all the characters. Like I said, this was actually a reread of The Raven Boys for me. I haven't read it since it came out, so that was probably like 2012, 2013. I know I read it like a little afterwards it came out, not right when it came out. So it was definitely like falling in love all over again with these characters. I loved it so much. I think the mystery, the intrigue is so great. It's very action-packed, and it ends definitely on not a cliffhanger-ish, but like you're definitely going to want to read the next book after you read the last sentence. And I really, really loved it. Definitely give it 5 out of 5 stars. It's one of my favorite books ever. And the next book in the series, The Dream Thieves, I'm reading right now, and I will have a review up for that hopefully soon after I finish it. If you have read The Raven Boys, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, what you're looking forward to the most in The Raven King. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to my channel down below to be told when I make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time.